What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man? It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, and you're now tuned in to another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. First, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man, for your boy. Don't forget to share, like, comment on these videos if you got something to say, because you know your boy always coming back. And please don't forget, man, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your snake, tell your rat, and throw in your pet turtle if you have one, man. It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy, and we back with another season of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. Hey, I got a lot of things lined up for y'all this year. You know, we're gonna take this channel to a whole nother level this year. You know what I'm saying? So look forward to some videos, some upcoming content coming soon. But you know, today I just wanted to give you guys the first official video for season number 3, man, a Fan of Atlanta 365. Today, only thing I wanted to do is just discuss. You know, I haven't been able to discuss the things that have happened, but we're gonna just start off with the schedule. The schedule release was a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, I want to give you guys my breakdown and also my first official prediction for the Atlanta Falcons record, how this season would pan out for the Atlanta Falcons. I would do 3 of those. First would be the one today, just kind of like, you know, based on how I feel right now. This is not based on any substance. This is just based on how we did in the free agency, how we did in the draft, how we did just overall in the offseason, and how I feel like this team will be ready this year. So that, you know, don't jump down my throat just because you don't agree with what I'm saying. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, hey, put it in the comment box. Let me know let me know your first prediction. You know what I'm saying? Nobody most likely we not gonna be right. You know, it's just the first one. So, you know, I will be doing one today, and then I'm gonna do one when it gets to the preseason, kind of like in the middle of the preseason, just to kind of get some film on, you know, some film on tape, and kind of see, you know, where all the teams are. I know you can't really base it on preseason, but you know, preseason kind of do give you a good little understanding of a team. And then also I would do one right before the season actually commence, so that week 4 of the preseason, the week 5 of the preseason, when everybody is pretty much off that week, that's when I'll give you the last official prediction of how I think the season would pan out. But today, like I said, we just gonna focus on the schedule breakdown and kind of give you my first prediction, man. But hey, before we get started, man, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment on these videos if you got something to say, because you know your boy always coming back, man. It's your boy Jay Howard, aka the official Georgia boy. Hey, man, let's get to it. Fan of Atlanta 365. So, the Atlanta Falcons schedule, based on my first look at it, we got a tough schedule this year. We'll be playing the NFC, of course, the NFC South. We have the NFC West, and we will be playing the AFC North. And then, you know, there's some teams sprinkled in there, you know what I'm saying? But the Falcons have a tough schedule this year. A lot of teams that either were in the playoffs or made strides last year. So it's definitely going to be a tough year for the Atlanta Falcons. And we'll see how we do. You know, this is our second year in Arthur Smith's scheme. Dean Pease scheme. You know, they got to get rid of a lot of those Dan Quinn guys and got to bring in their own guys. I think we had one of the best off seasons. When we look back at this, I think we're gonna have one of the best off seasons we probably ever had in franchise history. And you know, we'll get to that. We'll revisit this when it's time to, you know, to look to kind of like evaluate how the season went. But I think it's one of the Falcons' best off season. Just that they had, you know, just bringing in some guys, losing some guys that we probably, you know, should have been got rid of a long time ago, and just bringing in some solid talent, man. That's what I love about this time period for the Atlanta Falcons. If you're a true Atlanta Falcon fan, if you're a true football fan, you're going to appreciate this time because you enjoy seeing teams actually go out here and draft guys and bring in guys that fit what you're trying to do, that brings in that football IQ. And I think a lot of times when you're used to winning, you just assume that the team, then, you know, you forget about the days when you had to rebuild. How do we think Cincinnati got to where they were? They didn't just overnight Cincinnati just became great. No, they've been rebuilding. They've been building. And eventually they made it to the point where they can take that step forward. And look where it landed them last year. Yeah, they didn't win, but at the same time, look where it landed them last year in the Super Bowl with a chance to win. So, this is just the beginning for the Atlanta Falcons, but I definitely think we can have a pretty decent season this year. I think so. So let's get right to it, man. So week one, we start off. Week one, they kicking it off, man. They letting us know, hey, we coming out here with business. We coming out here. So we going against the New Orleans Aints. Y'all know it's the Aints because the S is silent, and when the S is silent, it's the New Orleans Aints. So we start off with the New Orleans Aints. Now, your boy will be in the building. I already got my tickets. Soon the schedule came out, I got my tickets, so I'm solidified. I will be in the building, and I will be cheering our Atlanta Falcons on. I look forward to a dub coming out of this game, so I got to give the Falcons the dub coming out of this game. I definitely think it's going to be a tester. Every time we play New Orleans, it's a dogfight. We know that. Records go out the window. Talent go out the window. At the end of the day, it's gonna be a dogfight because we know we don't like each other, and so we can lose all our games, but as long as we beat the New Orleans Aints, and the same feeling for them, as long as they beat the Atlanta Falcons, we both teams is good. That's all we care about is the bragging rights for the rest of the offseason. No matter we lose the whole season, at the end of the day, as long as we beat each other, that's all we care about. So I got the Atlanta Falcons beating the New Orleans Aints in week one. Let's move on to week number two. We square off against the Super Bowl defending champs, the LA Rams. Los Angeles Rams. Aaron Donald came back. They still got Jalen Mayfield. Matthew Stafford still at the helm as a quarterback. They brought in Allen Robinson. Now, they did lose Von Miller, but then, they brought in some key talent, man. They brought in Bobby Wagner, brought in some guys. So the Rams, you can expect them to be the team again to beat this year. So I see them. I think they got better over the offseason. So I got to go with the Rams winning that game in week two. And it's not a slap in the face to the Atlanta Falcons. At the end of the day, the Rams, excuse me, the Rams have built that team to compete for a Super Bowl. So I got to say the Atlanta Falcons will lose that game. Week number three, we square off against the Seattle Seahawks. No Russell Wilson, no solid quarterback, to tell you the truth. So I had to give the Atlanta Falcons the win because I don't feel like the Seattle Seahawks is the same, Legion of Boom. We know that's not true anyway. And I just feel like the Falcons got better. They're gonna have to really defend us, and the Falcons should be able to come out of Seattle with the dub. Next, you square off against the Cleveland Browns. So my question is, will Deshaun Watson be able to play? That's going to definitely determine, the outlook of this game. But I got to say the Atlanta Falcons will win this game if Deshaun Watson does not play. But if he plays, I would say it's probably going to, but we'll revisit that once the season get a little closer. But right now, I got to say the Atlanta Falcons win this game against the Cleveland Browns. I know they have Nick Chubb. I know they have Amari Cooper now. But at the end of the day, I know they have Myles Garrett. I know they have all these guys, but I feel like the Atlanta Falcons have gotten better on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball, and I think we can start competing against some of those top-tier teams that we may have lost to last year. So I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Falcons beating the Cleveland Browns. Sorry. Next, we come back to the division, and we're at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady came out of one month retirement. You know what I'm saying? That's the fastest retirement somebody ever came out of. But I got to say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, will win that game. Tom Brady have yet to lose to the Falcons. And, until they able to beat them, I just got to say we going to lose because it's Tom Brady. They did get a little better. They brought in Russell Gage, one of our guys. They brought in some key players. But all in all, they kept that team together. So I got to give it to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next, you got the San Francisco 49ers at Atlanta. Pretty much Kyle Shanahan returns to ATL since the 28-3 Super Bowl loss that he caused us, and he snuck out of the city. So he finally get to come back. We finally get to see him. Yeah, we have played them, I think maybe once or twice since he's been in San Francisco, but it's always been in San Francisco, and I think they know why. The NFL ain't slick, man. They knew that Kyle Shanahan can't show his face in Atlanta. So as years then went by, maybe we have forgotten about it, but for me, I never forget Kyle Shanahan cost us that Super Bowl. He cost the San Francisco 49ers their Super Bowl the next year, and so here we are. You know what I'm saying? So I got to say the Atlanta Falcons will I got us losing that game right now, just because they're more talented. They have more solid talent than we have. A good defense, and you got Samuels who can just do his thing. So at the end of the day, man, I got to give it to the San Francisco 49ers on that game. But Kyle Shanahan, you lost us at Super Bowl, but I ain't even getting into that or whatever like that. So week number 7, we square off against the Cincinnati Bengals at Cincinnati. I got us losing that game. We play the AFC champions. So Cincinnati, they have built that team, and I got us losing that game. But I got it kind of close. I don't think they're just gonna blow us out the water, but I definitely think that we're gonna have to come out there and probably take a L to that team, because they have built that team to compete for the years to come. And the Atlanta Falcons, we still kind of in rebuild mode. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give it to the Cincinnati Bengals. Week number 8, you square off against the first game against Carolina at Carolina. I got us winning that game. I think we're going to sweep the Carolina Panthers, just because they don't have a quarterback, man. They don't really have a true quarterback. Who knows? They may go out to Baker as the season get a little closer. We don't know. But as of right now, I think the Atlanta Falcons are way better than the Carolina Panthers, and so I got us winning that game. Week number 9, we square off against the Los Angeles Chargers. I actually got us winning that game. I know a lot of people going to be like, man, you crazy. No, I actually got us winning that game. I think Justin Herbert is definitely a franchise quarterback. They do have Keenan Allen. I think they were able to bring back Mike Williams, and they added some more of the key depth to that roster. But at the same time, I feel like the Atlanta Falcons should be able to ink out a win against the Los Angeles Chargers. Next, you got the week number 10. You come back against the Carolina Panthers again, and like I told y'all before, I see us sweeping the Carolina Panthers. So it's just another wash, and just another domination by the Atlanta Falcons. Moving on to week number 11, we square off against the Chicago Bears. This is the week where Justin Fields actually returns home. And a lot of the fans are gonna be they're gonna be rooting for Justin fans in Atlanta, because they wanted the Atlanta Falcons to draft Justin Fields last year, and I think Kyle Pitts was the better pick in my opinion over time, and during a rookie season, Kyle Pitts was able to show that, and here we go. Did Justin Fields take that step forward? We'll see. But right now, I don't think Justin Fields is what y'all think he is. I think we have a great, solid quarterback in Desmond Ridder. Moving forward as the franchise quarterback, and so we'll see. But Justin Fields will be returning home, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have a lot of fans rooting for him. But at the end of the day, I got the Atlanta Falcons winning this game, coming out on top. Next, you got the Washington Generals coming in. Is it the Generals or the Washington Commanders? They need a name, man. I don't like this, man. They definitely need a name. But I got us beating the Washington Commanders. I think they have a solid defense, good little running back. Scary Terry is always out there. I think they was able to bring in another receiver in the draft. I haven't looked at it recently, but Carson Wentz as your starting quarterback, just a recipe for disaster. So I got to give it to the Atlanta Falcons to be able to win that game, even though they got away with a win last year, but we ain't speaking on that. Week number 13, we square off against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Atlanta. I got to give it to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Even though Kenny Pickett is a rookie quarterback, I actually like Kenny Pickett, but I just feel like the Steelers defense and the Steelers just all around as a team, I think they just more physical than we are. Every time we play the AFC North, they most of the time have a physicality that we cannot match with. But I do see us getting a little better in the physicality category this year with Dean Pease defense. I don't think we about to be a pushover like we were with Dan Quinn defense. So but I do have the Pittsburgh Steelers winning this game. But I feel like the Atlanta Falcons could win this game at the same time. Week number 14, we do have a bye week, which we got our bye week a little late. But at the same time, it's a perfect time, in my opinion, because you have gotten through the meat of your schedule. Now you kind of just like seeing where you are. You probably have a chance to make the playoffs at this time. So you just want to kind of like reevaluate. You got a lot of film, you got a lot of tape to see how far we can really go. And so and here we go. So week 15, you come back after the bye week, and you're in New Orleans, which is going to be another. If you have a plan, if you're looking good at that time, based on what I think we can be, New Orleans, you square off against New Orleans. That's another tester, another way to get yourself, get your blood pumping. I actually think that's a primetime game, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know yet. I don't remember. But you do open up against New Orleans again after the bye week. And I think that's a good tester after the bye week. So, but I got to give it to the Atlanta Falcons. I think we sweep the New Orleans Saints this year. I know a lot of times we say we split, but I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Falcons beating the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. I just got us sweeping the New Orleans Saints this year. Then we move on to week number 16. You got Lamar Jackson who comes to the city. The Baltimore Ravens. I got to give it to the Baltimore Ravens just because they just a little better. They're just a little better. But who knows? Let's see what the Falcons can do. But I got as of right now, I got the Baltimore Ravens winning this game. Next, we move on to week number 17 against the Arizona Cardinals. I actually got us winning that game. I know they got D-Hop. I know they got Kyler Murray. But at the same time, I feel like the Atlanta Falcons have gotten better. And I know I keep saying that because we have. So I got to go with the home team against the Arizona Cardinals. And last but not least, week number 18, at Atlanta, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming back for round number 2. And I actually got us losing that game. Hopefully by that time we made it to the playoffs and that game really don't matter for us. And like I said, it's Tom Brady. We haven't been able to beat Tom Brady since he's been in the league. We have never beat Tom Brady, and, who knows? Maybe history will repeat itself. I hope not. But as of right now, I got us losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that's the entire schedule for the Atlanta Falcons going into this 2022-2023 season. Like I said, it's a tough schedule. But at the same time, I think the Falcons have gotten better. And, only time will tell. I know a lot of fans are going to disagree with that because they just don't think we did anything. But real football heads, you're going to see that we actually brought in some great talent. We got a solid team this year, and we got a team that people are going to have to look out for. So I definitely got the Atlanta Falcons. I think I got us going with how many wins? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got us getting 10 wins this season. 10 wins. That should launch us into the playoffs, especially on the NFC side. I think the Atlanta Falcons will make the playoffs this year. So, hope you enjoyed that. Sorry I had to keep it a little boring. Just wanted to go over the schedule today, but definitely look forward to some more content coming soon for the Atlanta Falcons. This is the first official video for the season number 3 for Fan of Atlanta 365, man. I hope y'all enjoy, man. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Tell everybody about the show. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your dog, tell your cat, tell your snake, tell your rat, and throw in your pet turtle if you have one, man. It's your boy Jay Howard, a.k.a. the official Georgia boy, and it's another episode of Fan of Atlanta 365, man. Hey, I catch y'all in the next video. We out of here.